Everyone, this is Emmanuel. Yeah, hope you guys are having an amazing day, having a great day. Today is Thursday, and I'm so grateful because we are heading to the weekend, right? Yeah, hope you all having a great day, guys. Just gonna share quickly and very shortly with you how you can actually turn $100 into 200,000 in a very short time of short in a very short time frame. In a very short time frame. So yeah, it's really very simple strategy that anybody can do. And if you think I'm wrong by the end of this video, just comment below here, below this video, and I would be happy to get your feedback, right? All right, so I'm looking up for those feedbacks. So yeah, do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel and of course like this video if it does resonate with you. And if it does not, of course, put your feedback in your comments so that I can see where I was wrong and how I can definitely improve myself. Okay? Awesome. So let's dive right into this. So there is a tons of ways that you can turn $100 into $200,000, but when you talk about the specific amount of time that I'm shortening this into, it is very incredible and stunning and amazing on how this can really be impactful. It's a game-changing strategy. But anyways, you will see by yourself. So before we dive into this, I want to show with you what we'll be talking about exactly. Okay, so just to clear this out, we'll be talking about 4 points. The first point will be the strategy to turn the $100 into $200 in 12 months. Sorry, this by needs to be deleted. Yeah, so how you can turn $100 into $200 in 12 months. This is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Okay, that's why I said that the period of time is really short comparing to what I'm talking about here to turn 100 into $200 in 12 months. So this is actually something that you can do to start the year 2020, and by the end of the year 2020, you will see your 100 turning into 20,000. Oh my God, 200,000. Sorry, guys. The second point will be so I will show you the strategy where how you can do this. The second point will be the technique or the only legit way that you can use this strategy into turning this $100 into 200,000 in 12 months. There might be other thousands of ways you can use it, but it is not that much guarantee, and it's really not that you cannot be that very confident into that, as especially when the amount is growing. To use that strategy becomes a little bit more harder every single time. Okay, but I'm gonna show you one single strategy and a really single way, which is easier and very understandable for anybody to keep using this strategy and keep going forward. And then the third point will be the benefit from using it, for benefits from using this kind of strategy and this technique. Okay. And the fourth point would be the expectations, what you can expect from doing this. What can you expect from using this strategy? If I'm wrong by the end of this video, please do not hesitate to comment your feedback, your suggestions, and I will be very grateful for that. Okay. All right. So the very simplest way to turn $100 into $200,000 in 12 months is to double your money. You just need to double your money every month. Let me show you what I mean. So if you start your month with $100, and by the end of the month, before you start January, you double that $100. So you start with $100. By the end of January, you have $200. You do the same strategy in February. By the end of February, you're going to have 400. You do the same strategy in March and so on. March, April, May, June, and so on. Let me show you this on a calculator. So let me use a calculator right here. All right. So Let's take an example. So you start with $100, right? You double this $100 every month. So January, you double it. February, you double it. March. Oh, sorry. So January, you double it. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Sorry, I clicked twice. So it's that simple. It is as simple as that. By the end of every month, you just double your money. You can try this when you be home, when you have enough time. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing some calculus here for you guys, but you can try this anytime you want. You can do this on every other money. You can do it on the $10. You can do it on $1,000, and it's definitely gonna work. Look, this is a $10, right? You double it, 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 you double it. Boom. Okay? You can do this on $1,000. You double it every other month, right? And it's still gonna work, and it's gonna be a lot of money. Now, it is simple, right? I told you this way is really simple. You can turn your $100 into 200,000 in 12 months very easily. You see, with this $100, by the beginning of December, you will have this much. By the end of November, the beginning of December, you will have this much, $204,800. Okay. Now, the only technique now, or the only strategy, or the only way why you can double your investment or your money every other month is through investment. You can go in any business. If you are doing business, you can, of course, in the beginning, you can be able to double your money or your deposit or your starting amount is as you are growing. But when your money is getting into millions and millions and tons of money, it's ain't gonna be that easy to double it. It will look very risky, right? So when you're starting with $1,000, $5,000, for example, if you're doing drop shipping, or you are doing, let's say, social media service and all the stuff, marketing and all the stuff, or sales even, you can easily double that, right? You can easily double $5,000. You can easily double $2,000 every month. But when you get to $100,000, for example, you want to double it. That will be very hard in any other way, in any other business. But in investment, no matter how much money you have, the return are always the same. The return are always the same. So if you started with $1,000, if you started with $1,000 and you are risking 5% of that $1,000 to earn another $1,000, then you will always be risking only 5% to earn the double of that amount. So that's how it works in investments. In investment, it's always the same. The risk is always the same in terms of percentages, and the reward is always the same. So that's why the only way to do this, and tons of people have already been working on this, the only way known right now on the internet is through investment. But this investment now, it does involve a lot of things. It involves risk, and it does involve a result which is not guaranteed. Nobody can ever guarantee you a result or a return on your investment. That is just not allowed by the law. It's not allowed by the government. So it's always involves risk, and it always doesn't guarantee the return. But it's the only way that everybody does it. That is the only way that you can double your amounts, you can double your investment, you can double your money, you can double your deposit, you can double your initial capital every month. Okay? So now, when you do an investment, there is a ton of ways that you can use it. Investment can be used through automation. So it's kind of, you put your money into an account, and then with the automation, they have like account manager who will be managing your money, investing it for you, and they will be just paying you your return, right? So they're connecting their account to your account, and whatever they are investing is happening in your account. Okay, so if you find somebody who can do that, and they're able to always double the investment, double their initial deposit, that is something great. You will always be able, if you are able to connect your account to that management service, then you are good. You are good to go. They will always gonna be able to double that investment. So you can do it through automation. If you do it through automation, the only thing you have to do is at the end of every month, you will go back in your account, look at the amount. How much did you start with? How much is in there? Did it grow? Did it double? Good. You're good to go. You keep going, you keep following your plan, you keep following your project. Okay? And there is another way, which is the manual way. The manual way would be learning. You start learning right now to learn how to invest. There is a ton of website there. There's a ton of people who can teach you how to invest. There's a ton of information out there on the market on how you can invest your money, how you can learn how to invest. And this, I did it myself. It really takes a lot of time to learn. It really takes a lot of time. It can even take it can take 6 months to a year, actually. 6 months to a year to be a good investor, to start a professional investment. And what I mean by professional investment is to invest real money. Because as you are learning, I highly and definitely and always advise you to start with a demo account, which is like fake money. So you are learning and you are using fake money to learn and understand how the market works. And this can take 6 months to a year in order to understand how it works. And then, and only then, when you have been very confident in yourself, that's only when you can decide to start investing by yourself, investing real money, and take trades by yourself. And this is the manual process. This is the manual way of doing it. A lot of people do it this way, a lot of people don't. It's good. You only take what you are willing to do, and you work your plan. The plan is always there, no matter what process you use. You can either go by automation, either go manually. As long as you follow the process, you're always gonna be able to do your plan, to follow your plan, and get your return. Okay. The second way would be, for example, if you want to receive some trading signal from a professional trader and copy those signal into your account. So there are a ton of people who also do this. They provide services where they give you signal about different trade. They tell you, hey, buy this and close it when it's going to be at this point. You just take it manually, you put it on your phone or on your chart, you buy and then you close and stuff like that. So you are doing it manually because you're going to get the trade, get the information, put it in your computer or in your phone and start trading. And when it's time to close, you close it manually. So you are always doing it manually. It requires your presence, it requires your effort in order for it to grow. And as you're doing that, you need to be ready on time. If they tell you to do this at this time, at this specific time, you need to do it at that specific time. Because if you come back later, the market might have already moved and you might be later in a trend or very early in a trend. So you are always required to be there, presently there, or mindfully there to know what is happening and take the opportunity. Okay. So yeah, those are the two ways that you can use this, that you can invest. You can either invest automatically with automation or manually by doing it by yourself, by doing it yourself. And there is also other ways. There are people who use even robots. There are trading robots which can kind of trade your money. It's automation. There's a bunch of things. There's a bunch of ways you can. There is a bunch of development or technology that are now used in investment. And yeah, as you are going into that path, you can definitely learn a lot. Okay. Now, if you found that this is something that's really resonates with you, then you can understand that this plan is something that you can do, or you can do anytime. You can get it as a plan for you in 2020. Okay. Now, what should you expect from this kind of investment, or from this kind of strategy? One simple thing that I'm going to tell you first of all: no one will ever guarantee you a return on your investment. If you find anybody who is guaranteeing you, who's giving you guarantee on your investment, please run, because that is a scam. You need to run. That is a scam. You don't give your money to somebody who is guaranteeing who's guaranteeing a return on your investment. It is just decline. It is not allowed by the law, by the government, to give a guarantee on an investment. And of course, because the market is always changing, nobody can guarantee where the market gonna go. Nobody can predict a market. They cannot. What people do is understanding the movement and expecting it to do a certain movement. And when they do that, they risk something with an expectation to get a bigger reward compared to what they risked. So, for example, somebody gonna risk like 5% of their account with an expectation to get 10% back, 5% to get 20% back, 1% to get 50% back. So it is risk and calculation and understanding and prediction. Okay. Nobody will never guarantee you a certain reward, a certain return. No, that is never done. Okay. The second point is you will always have to put something in order to get something. You will always have to put something. Oh my God, there is a mistake here. Sorry, guys. A, there is a here. So you will always have to put something in order to get something. You know what they say? You always reap what you have sown. So you cannot expect to get $100 if you are not even putting a $10 down, right? So you cannot expect to get this kind of service if you're not paying for that service. You cannot expect to get this or this if you didn't do this. You need to do something, first of all, in order to get this, because what that person gives you, or what this person does, is for the benefit of others, and he also needs, or they yeah, he also needs and deserve a kind of a return for that. So whatever you do in your life, or whatever you'll be doing, wherever you will go trying to find a system or a way to double your money, always be ready and expecting to have to invest something or to put something down in order to get a return. Okay? So this is gonna be it, guys. This is the whole presentation. This is the whole plan. You can use this plan for your next year, for 2020. Do you imagine you start January 2020 with $100? You start January 2020 with $100, and then that's $100. You turn it into 200,000. What do you think? Is that something bad, or is it something crazy? You start you start January. You risk $100 in January with an expectation to end the year with $200, $200,000. Is that something risky? For those who cannot understand this, this is just maybe another thing. But for those who understand it, this is something great. This is an amazing plan. This is a game changing plan, and everybody can do this. We are already doing this. And that's why I decided to share it with others, because a lot of people can definitely benefit from this. I don't care how you're gonna do this. I don't care what is the plan, or what is the strategy you're gonna use to do this. But this is the plan. You can look on in your life and try to figure out how you can apply this in your life, and it will definitely be very, very helpful to you. Now, before I finish, if you found out this is something that you understand and something that you can really do and you can really benefit from, I'm sharing my number here because I'm very proud of what I'm doing, and I'm very confident in what I'm doing and how I can help people. So if you find that is something that resonates with your mind, resonates with you, you can contact me, you can text me or call me to my personal phone, and I'll be able to assist you or to help you and show you or mentor you even how you can do this in different ways. Or you can go to my Instagram, you can go to my email address, you can contact me by email, and all of these are going to be there for you. I'm here to give back to the community what I've got from it. You know, it's all about serving. So if I can serve you this way, I'm really, I'm really giving back because of what I've got from the community. So that's why I need to give back. Anyway, so if you found this is something that's really resonates with you and you can do it, do not hesitate to give a thumbs up, to give a follow or subscription on this video, and of course, put your comments below and your suggestion. And I would be happy to read those comments and enjoy them. All right. Have a good day, guys. See you later.